Blessed morning, people. We're there again now. We're on our way to work. Martha first, then me. But we're talking about freedom is a must. Freedom is a must. Vybz Kartel, Sean Camber, and the other two brothers them will walk free. Yeah, we can see that clear now, because the case faulty from from day one. You understand? Corrupt jury or juror, tamper evidence. Come on, these brothers will walk free, man. Vybz Kartel and the other man them will walk free. We can see that very clear. There is no way. Well, you never know what can happen, but I think with all the evidence that they have right now, and this case gonna get thrown. It never done correctly in the beginning. So I don't think the prison council gonna say, okay, just keep them, let them spend the rest of their life in prison.
Well, I mean, it depends on what it is that they decide about the outcome of the, not the outcome of the first case, but what they decide about the proceedings of the first case.
Yeah.
And the evidence and the jury, all of those things. Now, there are three points of contention that are raised in this case, so there are 3 points of contention that have to be addressed in the verdict.
Yeah.
Because it could very well be that they decide that in one of those cases, in fact, the judge in the original case did not make a mistake or did not make the wrong decision.
Yeah.
Right? In regard whether to the jury or to the time of day when the verdict was allowed to be decided and read out, or with regards to the telecommunications evidence and the way in which it was obtained.
But the judge also asked a question, like, a few things, like why that juror stay, remain,
Yes.
seated, or why didn't crap the whole thing, get rid of all of them and get some new one. The judge or the Lord, as they call him, was wondering why they keep that infected or pool of jury.
That is, there's a possibly sullied jury pool there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, if they had, depending on how, because I don't know how far into the original trial they were. 64 days.
How far in their original trial?
They had gotten by the time that...
No, the trial was almost finished.
Right, so they would have had to go back and restart.
Exactly. And that's what they should have done. But I think they're just like, okay, you know what, we're not going to do this all over again. We're not going to go get no new this, new that.
Right, so
just shoot ourselves in the foot one by one. Pam, pam, pam.
So we'll just stick with the jury that we've got and dismiss these allegations against bribery within the jury.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that may well have been a choice that was made then that now will result in potentially that original trial, and therefore, as a result, the verdict of the original trial to be overturned, to be dismissed, to be considered a mistrial, a miscarriage of justice.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm keeping my finger crossed for, a miscarriage of justice or abuse. Yeah, because I think they abuse the power that they have. They just think that this will never. Once they said 35 years, that's it. He's just gonna spend the rest of his life in prison for 35 years. But this man is not the only person fighting his case. Millions of people around the world is fighting for him to be free. Tons of songs coming out, free World Boss. That's his like one of his stage name, apart from Vybz Kartel. Real name Adija Palmer, but World Boss. A lot of people, you see people walking around tattooing themselves World Boss. You see people. This man is he's not the only one fighting his case, and I believe that the public want him. I see someone comment and say something about what about the guy Clive Lizard Williams' family. Hey, look now, Look, hey brother, look at this. I have no proof. I have zero evidence of Vybz Kartel committing that crime. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see no blood, no knife, no cut, no lash, no this, no that. I have no proof if that man is dead or alive or whatsoever. What happened to that man? I can just work with what is in the media, and none of us was there. None of us was there watching or listening to Vybz Kartel, you know, doing away with this person. So tell me now, if somebody come and accuse you of a crime, no evidence, let's say you commit, the person who made the comment, you commit that crime, right?
Although, important to note, the appeals case makes no mention of evidence that doesn't prove guilt.
Yeah.
It merely makes a mention of the way in which the trial was conducted, the jury and potential bribery or attempted bribery within the jury,
but you know,
and
some
the way in which evidence was admitted.
Sometimes people don't pay attention to that. People pay attention to, like, you know, what happened and this and that. But so the comment I'm addressing is how what would you do if you commit a crime? Let's say you commit a crime, but no one have any proof of it. Right? And you say not guilty. You plead not guilty. You commit the crime, and remember, you commit that crime, but no one have any proof of it. There was no proof, no evidence, no nothing.
Well,
would you stand up fighting, or would you just fall on your knees and surrender? Which one?
I doubt I would fall on my knees and surrender.
Exactly. Nobody would.
Although actually, I don't know if I did in fact commit the crime. I'm not really sure.
No, you're different. You wanna go spend 35 years in prison. Me, no, I don't think I can do that. You know, I don't think if I get the chance to walk free, I'm gonna take it. If there is a chance to walk free, I'm not gonna go do something and then go in. Hey, here is me, kill him, lock me away for the. No, I'm no. You understand? But I'm not saying Vybz Kartel commit this crime. You understand? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I don't know. I don't have any evidence. I don't have any proof of it.
I find it telling that the appeals case is all about the way in which the trial was conducted. And not...
that's what you need to explain to the audience, especially the one that's sitting in the back.
And not regarding the fact that any of the evidence that was obtained, nor has there been any new evidence obtained, nor has there been any re-examination of the evidence obtained that would, you know,
help or change anything.
Cast any
judgment.
Doubt. In fact, what they're talking about is the way in which the evidence was obtained, not the fact that the evidence doesn't prove anything.
Yeah, so this appeal case is only to see, to prove or to judge if the case was done correctly. It has nothing to do with, you know.
See, the thing is, they're not trying to prove that they didn't commit the crime.
No.
They likely don't have good grounds for that. Maybe no lawyer would take that case, but a lawyer was happy to take a case to say that in the original trial mistakes were made, and the mistakes may have been grievous enough that we could potentially get that original trial dismissed.
Yeah, and the judge that give Vybz Kartel 35 years in prison need to retire too, you know. Yeah, or need to take Vybz Kartel place. You understand? Because if they come out and say that this case, but come to think of it, I'm here talking about judge need to get 35 years in prison. If Vybz Kartel walk free, right, then they have right to fight to what would you say to you know, like for all the tenure that he missed out in life.
Why?
No, I'm just asking.
I can't imagine that he would go for that.
No, I wouldn't either. I would buy a ticket and leave Jamaica.
Because this trial is not saying, listen, the evidence doesn't prove guilt. It's saying the way in which you got evidence that was incriminating.
Yeah.
The jury that you used to make the conviction those were not due process.
Yeah.
This is an appeals case based on due process, not based on I didn't do the crime and I was convicted based on evidence that didn't prove I did the crime.
No.
There's a big difference there.
Yeah. But I was like, okay, let us pause a second.
Let's say instead what happened was that they had DNA evidence that they retested and it proved that there was somebody else at the scene of the crime that was never involved in the first trial, that was never arrested.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say that's the case. That's a different appeals case.
Yeah.
That's an appeals case that has to do with I didn't commit this crime. Somebody else was there and you need to look at that person.
Yeah.
This is all about due process.
Yeah. But before we run out of time because we're almost at work, I just want to point out something. I was listening to a video yesterday. A very popular YouTuber was talking about the same Vybz Kartel. Like everybody's late for work this morning. What? Am I driving too slow?
Yes.
No, I'm driving 60.
Oh.
And the sign says 60 right there. Anyway, I was listening to one of those popular YouTube bloggers saying that Vybz Kartel is safer in prison than outside, than free, because there are so many people, blah 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 blah, all kind of bullshit. But when you think about it, this is Jamaica. Yeah, maybe Vybz Kartel is rich. He have a lot of money, so he can, protect himself to an extent. But I don't think Jamaica is the place that where the Vybz Kartel should spend the rest of his life. Or I think he should give Jamaica a break, like the other, like many artists. There is Vybz Kartel Arrival, are the artists he used to compete with in the beginning of their career. Movado's son just get 22 years in prison for murder, and they want Movado also. And Movado left Jamaica for many years and he never come back. And if he go to Jamaica right now, I guarantee you, if Movado go to Jamaica right now, him and Vybz Kartel will be sharing cell, because they are going for them. They're taking them down one by. It's like something about Jamaican artists that the system just don't. The system fight them. Well, Movado's son that commit that crime was he did it. You understand? Because the witness was the father of the son that got killed. That's another story. But he's locked away, young boy, 18 years old, locked away in prison now. When he come out, he's like what, 40? Can you imagine that, man? You're born with gold spoon in your mouth and spit it the fuck out. But anyway, that's another case. You would have to look into that one so we can talk about it later. Yeah, but I'm wondering if Vybz Kartel is more safe in prison than outside roaming freely. Because Jamaica, remember, no one in Jamaica is afraid to kill anybody, anytime, anywhere. You have some crazy people. Well, Vybz Kartel, make sure that you never leave your security when you go out, and make sure you have more than one of them. More than one of them. 24 hours. You can afford it. Protect yourself. But freedom for real boss. Well, we just reached Martha work, so what we are gonna do now, we are gonna end this video. We are gonna say, big up on yourself. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel. And now we just are gonna tell you about Welder Clive, and let's listen, because this video is supposed to upload on your channel, my channel. So people, subscribe to this channel. Give thanks, big up on yourself, bless up on yourself. Give thanks to Rastafari every time.
Every time.
We gone.